Hello, everybody, and welcome to Coach AB LLC Work from Home Connections Orientation. My name is Andrea, but I go by Coach AB. I'm the owner of Coach AB LLC, and today I'm going to be giving you some information on how you can start working from home within 60 days or less for those who qualify. If you are someone that's looking to start a work from home opportunity so that you can gain more freedom, flexibility, spend more time with your family, or simply to just make some extra money, then you are definitely in the right place. During this orientation, you will learn the ins and outs of this work from home opportunity, as well as what Coach AB has to offer by you joining this program. I'd like to advise you to stay throughout the entire presentation so that you don't miss out on any important details on how to move forward. Also, feel free to take notes throughout this orientation as there will be a lot of information, but I can assure you that everything in this presentation is essential towards your success in this program. So, what is Coach AB's Work from Home Connections? So, Coach AB is a certified life and career coach that provides assistance to job seekers and entrepreneurs looking to enhance freedom, flexibility, and increase their income. Through my Work from Home Connections program, I partner with different companies such as Arise and many other job recruitment sites to bring you work from home positions as well as in person positions for those that are interested. Coach AB is looking to help you enjoy being you again, and I hope that you're excited because I'm ready for you to get started. So you may be wondering why partner with Coach AB. So first things first, you'll get a healthy work-life balance. So with a healthy work-life balance, you'll be able to make your own schedule. So through these opportunities, you'll take certifications, and then once you're done with those certifications, you will literally have the ability to pick whatever schedule you want to work. So if you want to work in the mornings, if you want to work in the noontime, you want to work in the evenings, you have the freedom and flexibility to choose your schedule. So you can kind of balance your life a little bit better. Also, you get to be your own boss. So even though you're working under Coach AB LLC, I'm not your boss. And the clients that you'll be servicing are also not your boss. So with this being said, you have the choice to say whether or not you like working with their company or not. Or you have the opportunity to choose whether or not you want to service one or more companies or not. So once again, you're your own boss. You have complete flexibility and control over everything that you're doing a part of these opportunities. Also, you have uncapped earning potential. So once again, like I said, you have the ability to decide how many people you would like to provide your services for and how often you would like to do so. So therefore, if you want to work just 15 hours a week or if you want to work 30 hours a week, you have the opportunity to choose your hours and choose how much income you want based on the hours that you are working. And lastly, you get freedom. So once again, when you're working a 9 to 5, you really don't have a whole lot of freedom. You really can't say, oh, I only want to work from this hour to this hour. But with these opportunities, you can choose maybe you want to work from 5 to 10 on a Wednesday night. Maybe you want to work from 3 a.m. to 12 p.m. on a random Thursday. You can choose whatever hours you want. You don't have to worry about putting in PTO. You don't have to worry about getting approved for vacation time and all that other stuff. You are your own person. You're your own boss. You have your own freedom and flexibility to decide how you want to work and who you want to work for. So, do you qualify for this opportunity? So, first, you must be 18 years or older. You also must be a United States citizen for most positions. There are some positions for those that are in Jamaica and Canada, but at this time, we are just solely looking for U.S. citizens. All applicants must be able to pass a 7-year background check. So, from whenever you're getting that background check to 7 years prior, you need to be able to have a pretty decent background. You will also be responsible for paying a background check fee for $30, which will go directly to the Arise site. However, Coach AB will actually be providing you that $30 background check fee back to you as long as you work consecutively for 1 month and 2 weeks. So as long as you get 3 paychecks, Coach AB is actually going to give you that $30 back. And the background check is only has to be paid once. It's good for 3 years. So as long as you pay it that one time, you are good for up to 3 years. And once again, I'm paying that back to you. So no worries on that end. And then lastly, you must have a quiet workspace. Now, we understand working from home. Sometimes the area may not be as quiet. You may have babies, you may have dogs, things like that. It's not a big deal. It's something that is preferred. However, if you have a little bit of background noise, if you have some things in the background that may be making noise, or like dogs outside, planes outside, or whatever the case may be, as long as you have a really nice mic or headset that you know you can mute or has noise canceling, you'll definitely be fine. You don't have to worry too much on that. Next, all applicants must own a computer device and a headset. So in these positions, you will be a customer service partner. And so you will be taking calls for these clients, and you'll be servicing their clients in that aspect. So you will need to have your own computer and a headset. The equipment must also be compatible with a RISE platform. So there are a lot of different computers out there. However, all of them are not acceptable to the RISE platform. Now, even though this may be the case, if you do have a computer that does not qualify for the RISE software, you can actually purchase a new computer. And I actually have a link to a company that makes specifically RISE based computers, and they install all the software that you need. It's nothing too crazy, but if you have an older computer, it's highly possible that your computer may not qualify for this position. But like I said, with the company that I partner with, you can actually put $10 down towards a brand new computer. And since in this position, you'll be working for yourself, you'll practically be your own boss, you can also claim that computer as a tax deduction at the end of the year. So that's a bonus as well. You will also need to have access to high-speed internet or a modem to connect the Ethernet cable to your computer. So once again, that's one of the requirements for Arise. You will need to have a Ethernet port in your computer so that you can be connected directly to that router. There are a little bit of ways to bypass that, and I can tell you guys a little bit more about that once you're actually in the program for those that are interested. However, you do need a Ethernet port on your computer regardless. At this time, no MacBooks or Chromebooks are allowed. This is something that recently changed. I'm not sure if they're ever going to bring this back, but at this time, you will need a Windows 10 or 11 computer. And once again, if you don't have one, or if it's not up to date, or it doesn't meet the standards of Arise at this time, you can definitely get one through the company that I partner with. And once again, you can get that with $10 down. So you can start working without an issue and have you a brand new computer that's tax deductible. So who doesn't love that? All right. There are some states that do not qualify for this position. So if you are looking at this list and you see the state that you live in, unfortunately, you do not qualify for this particular position. However, as I mentioned, it is my goal to help as many people as I can to start working from home. So if you do see that you are on this list and you do not qualify for this particular position, I have a lot of different other recruitments sites that I am partnered with that I can help you to get that next work from home opportunity or that next work from home job. So definitely don't feel discouraged. Send me an email at info@coachABLLC.com, and we can talk and see how we can get you your next work from home opportunity. So, as I mentioned, you will be a customer service provider. So, what does that mean when you are a 1099 independent customer service provider? So, for one, you get to pick your own schedule. As I mentioned, you are basically being your own boss because there's nobody really over your head. Although you're going to be taking certifications and you're going to be working with these clients, that's going to tell you, how they want you to work for this in their system, and how they want you to provide your services to their clients. You are still your own boss. So once again, if you don't like them, you're not qualified. You don't have to stay with them if you don't like to. Also, you are also responsible for all fees associated with your position. So currently, the only fees that are required is the background check fee, and then there is a Arise service fee and a flat fee taken out every 2 weeks from your paycheck. So once again, that $30 background check that I mentioned earlier, that will be reimbursed if you work for 6 weeks and get 3 paychecks. And then the Arise service fee and the flat fee. The Arise service fee is basically a fee so that the Arise platform can continue to provide these opportunities to you all. So as you may know, if you're looking for work from home jobs, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have been looking for work from home jobs for a while, and you've probably been getting all these denied emails or them saying that you don't qualify. And so what this does is this fee helps so that the Arise platform can continue to service clients and connect you all with the clients that they bring in, and so that you can avoid having to do interviews, submit resumes, get denial letters, all that good stuff. So basically what that's for. And then the $25 flat fee is what comes to me for being able to find and locate you all for coming and putting them towards this Arise platform, helping you guys to get those services. And basically, it helps me to continue being the middleman to connect you with the Rise platform. And so this is taken out bi-weekly. It is usually on the 1st and the 15th when you will get your checks. That's when you'll get paid. And then also these fees are tax deductible. So with these, although they are fees, you aren't getting any taxes taken out of your check. So as a 1099 independent contractor, which I'll talk about a little bit later, you aren't getting any taxes taken out of your check. So what you work, the money that you paid in minus the service fee and the flat fee, that will be your pay bi-weekly. So unlike when you're working a 9 to 5, you get all those taxes taken out. With this, you get the money up front minus those service fees, and that's it. So that's always a bonus. And like I said, these fees are tax deductible. And so when it comes to tax time, you can have all these fees listed and it'll give you a very nice tax break as compared to a 9 to 5. I'm just saying, it's there's so many benefits to being a 1099 independent contractor, which I'm gonna talk about a little bit now. So as a 1099 independent contractor, the clients that you serve need your expertise. So the difference between an employee and an independent contractor, typically when you're coming in as an employee, you're just doing the work that you are assigned. But as a 1099 independent contractor, these clients need you. Without you, their business isn't running. And so that's what makes you so much more important than just a typical employee, because you are helping this business to thrive. Now, of course, employees are helping businesses thrive as well. However, with the 1099 independent contractor, this is typically for businesses who are like, hey, I really need help. They put a lot more time and energy into 1099 independent contractors than most companies do for their employees. I've actually been a 1099 contractor for probably combined 5 years, and I can tell you that there's a huge difference in being an employee and an independent contractor, because you're kind of just treated a lot differently. They know that you have the freedom to say if you don't like working with them or if you feel like you deserve something better. With an employee, you kind of can feel a little bit strained or you feel pressured and all that other stuff. But as a 1099 independent contractor, your expertise are the ones that's needed. So it makes you a lot more important. Also, as an independent contractor, as I mentioned, you have full control on the days that you want to work. So you are the one that's picking your schedule. They aren't picking your schedule for you. Now, you may see that there are some on there that say they want you to work a minimum of 15 hours per week. However, since you are independent contractor, this is never a requirement, but it is definitely recommended. And the reason why I say that is more recommended than required is because, you know, you want to show them that you are interested in servicing for them. You want to show them that, you do actually care to provide your services to them. And so try and definitely meet that 15 hours a week minimum just so you can stay with that client, with that service and that partner. But like I said, nothing is ever required. Like I said, if you just have things going on, you have things going on. They can't hold that against you. There's no PTO or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about having to take off. You just pick your own schedule. You work when you can, get those 15 hours weekly, and you're all good. And lastly, one of the huge differences about being an employee versus an independent contractor is you must pay your taxes at the end of the year, as I mentioned a little bit. So, like I said, when you're working for somebody, typically all those taxes and things are taken out of your check. However, what you may not realize is, although a lot of that money is getting taken out of your check for like Medicare and insurance and Social Security and that stuff that you're supposed to be getting back at the end, once you hit retirement, a lot of that money isn't gonna actually come back to you, especially in today's society. Things are really changing. And so by paying your own taxes at the end of the year, it's taking what you earn, deducting a nice fee from that. So it's typically like 15.3%. So whatever you're making, you usually multiply that by 15.3% to see what you may owe in taxes at the end of the year. And typically try and save that money. Put that money aside so when tax time comes, you don't have to worry about having a huge tax bill. You've been taking some money out of your own check. each every paycheck that you get, and then you definitely won't have to worry about taxes at the end of the year. And then lastly, like I mentioned, as far as when it comes with taxes, like with an independent contractor versus an employee, Coach AB does not offer any health benefits or unemployment insurance. So you can't get any health insurance with this opportunity, and you also cannot get any unemployment if you are no longer working, just because this is an independent contractor position. And you have many other clients that you can service for. So if you stop working for one client, there are many other clients that's going to come up. And so you can always be working in these opportunities. And once again, like I said, you don't have to retake an interview. You don't have to resubmit any resumes. You really don't have to wait a long time in order to start these positions. The moment you see them, you can sign up, take the certifications, and you can get to work really, really quick, really, really easy, which is a part of the reason why there is a fee associated with this, because it is so easy, it is so quick, but there is work that goes into it. And so these fees kind of help us as the independent business owners, as well as Arise, to make sure that all of our systems are in place, especially when we're doing payroll, especially when we're sending out invoices, just making sure that everything is in order when it comes to keeping our businesses steady and making sure that we're doing whatever we can to make sure that those of you that are interested in this opportunity get whatever you need and everything flows very smoothly. So let's talk about the pay here. So typically the pay ranges from $10 to $28 per hour, or as you'll see on the platform, it'll be $5 to $14 per hour per interval. So what an interval is, it's basically every 30 minutes. So when you're looking at the client opportunities, you'll see that it may say $6 per interval. Then you basically just multiply that by 2. So every time you see an interval, you're going to multiply that by 2. 30 times 2 is 60 minutes, right? So that's how you get your hours. So basically, whatever you see on there, you double it in order to see what that hourly rate will be. So once again, as you can see here, 2 intervals equals 1 hour, 4 intervals equals 2 hours, and then you kind of double the pay based on that. So what could your pay look like? So this is real pay. This is just an example of what you can make and how those fees will come out. So say for example, you gross $2,680. Your first fee that you'll get taken out is the provider flat fee, which is coming to me. And then you'll get the Arise platform fee, which is $19.75. So in total, you'll be getting $44.75 taken out of your check on the 1st and on the 15th. So after those fees are taken, you'll come out with $2,635.25. So as you can see, if you were working a 9 to 5, those taxes would have hit you really, really hard, and you probably wouldn't have even seen a full $2,000 check. But with these independent contractor positions, literally all you're paying is the Arise platform fee and those service fees. And if I'm being honest with you guys, there are a lot of IBOs that are on the Arise platform, but most of them are charging a lot more than just $25. The reason why I chose just $25, number one, is because I want to put more money into my agents' pockets. It's good for me to be able to have some money to make sure my bills are paid. So that's the reason why we do charge. However, I want to make sure that my agents are getting what they deserve. And so that's why I'm one of the lowest charging Arise IBOs that's out there. But like I said, I'm just doing it because I actually care and I actually have a passion for helping my people to get work from home opportunities, start working, having money so that you can pay for groceries, because everything is so expensive, and really just, enjoying the pleasures of life by getting more money in your pockets. So I hope that makes sense. Now, I do have a disclaimer down here, and it says that it is possible that the fees could qualify for tax deductions. I am not a tax professional, and it is recommended to consult a qualified tax professional for accurate advice. Coach AB LLC disclaims responsibility for any inaccuracies in your filings made without proper tax professional guidance. So basically what this means is I'm not a tax professional. Although I've been doing independent contractor work for a really, really long time, and I do know a little bit about the tax codes and things like that, I am no tax professional. Tax professionals can definitely help you to save a lot more money when it comes to tax time at the end of the year. And so that's why I recommend, if you are someone who's first time doing 1099 independent contractor work, definitely consult with somebody before you file your taxes. And as I mentioned, One thing that I do want you to make sure that you are doing is that with each check is that you're putting some money back, because when you are a 1099 independent contractor, you will have to pay taxes at the end of the year. Now, it may not be as much as you would if you were a W 2 employee, which is always a great thing for me. But definitely try and put aside at least 15.3%, as I mentioned earlier, just so that you know that you're good during tax time. Now, you may not even need that much, especially when you start deducting all of these fees and deducting like your computer. You can deduct, typically, some times you can deduct if anything is related to your business, because this is basically your own little business. Anything that's related to your work, you can pretty much deduct. So if you have to buy anything for your work, if you have to buy mouses, keyboards, headsets, whatever the case may be, all of those things will be tax deductible. So they'll help to give you a nice tax break. Even your internet can be deducted if you have the right tax professional. So once again, I'm saying all this to say that there are a lot of benefits to coming to a 1099 independent contractor. As long as you have the right people in your circle, you have the right people that you're connected with, you can save a whole lot of money at tax time. All right, so if you made it this far, I'm hoping that you're ready to get started with this platform. And now I'm just going to go over the actual way that you're going to register for the Arise platform. So if you have the email, which clearly you do, and that's the only way that you can get to this orientation. But in your application email, your application has been approved email, you'll see at the bottom that it says register now. So at the bottom of this video, you'll also see that there's a button right down below where it says that you can register now. Once you click this, it's going to take you to this page here where you're going to start getting ready to sign up for the Arise platform. So from here, what you'll want to do is enter your email address, you'll create a username, and then you'll create a password. Now, I'm going to run through this really, really quickly. You can do it with me as I'm speaking it to you, or you can use the registration guide that is in your email. There is a PDF version that's going to show you all of these steps that I'm talking about right now, so you don't have to keep watching this video. But like I said, if you want to do it while I'm going through it, please feel free to do so. But for most of you all, I would recommend that you watch this first and then come back, look at that registration guide that's in the PDF of your email, and then fill out everything that we're showing here. Okay. So if you click the button down below, you'll see that it'll take you to the registration page right here. It'll show email, username, password, and then you'll click get started. From here, you are going to read and agree to the terms that are shown. So there are certain terms and conditions that are within this page. You are required to read each of them. You will need to click each of the links and make sure that you're scrolling down to the bottom and reading everything that's a part of this page. Something that's extremely important within this is the NDA, or the non-disclosure agreement. And basically, this is just saying that us as Arise partners, us that are within the Arise platform, we are not allowed to actually say which clients that we're working for. So typically, you'll see that there are a lot of different companies that you can work for, such as Home Depot or Carnival Cruise Lines, TurboTax. There are a lot of different clients that are on there, but to the public, we aren't allowed to say the actual client's names. We typically say the cruise client or home improvement client, things like that. And that's just a part of the system just to keep some confidentiality within our platform. So please make sure that you are mindful of that and you are keeping that in mind when you are going through this and filling out the paperwork, as well as once you get started. So once again, you'll look through all of these documents, make sure you read and agree to the terms, and then you'll hit create account. Next, you're going to fill in some basic information about yourself. You're going to put in your first and last name, your date of birth, and then what language you speak. Then from here, you're going to put in this referral code. The code number is 5867707. And basically by entering this code, this is just saying that you're referred by Coach AB LLC. And this is how you get connected to my business. It's very simple, very easy. Once again, that referral code is 5867707. Next, you are going to hit contact details. You're going to go to the contact details and you're going to put in your address, your city, your zip code, your state, your mobile number, all that good stuff. And this is just making sure that you are in a qualified state, making sure that you are able to actually work within the RISE platform. Because if you remember earlier, I did mention that there are some states that do not qualify. So this is just making sure and double checking, confirming that everything matches up with your qualifications. You hit next after that. And then it should take you to this page where you will be able to see where it says, do you want to register your company or do you want to join a service provider? Right here, you are going to click join a service provider. This means that you are going to join under Coach AB LLC. If you have a business or if you want to be a sole proprietor, I just want to give you a warning. This is not something impossible to do. However, if you do not choose to join under Coach AB, and you choose to actually just be for yourself, you will be required to have an LLC of your own. That means that you'll have to pay for all the taxes, all your licenses, everything that comes with owning a business. You will be responsible for paying everything, and you will have to provide all of those documents to Arise. And so the easiest way to join is to just join under a service partner. So someone that's like me, who's already submitted their documents, already gotten my business license and things like that. Everything is already legitimized, and so it's one of the easiest ways to join the Arise platform without having to pay so much money that comes with being a business. Now, if you are someone who has been on the Arise platform for a while, or you are interested in starting maybe something like I have with Arise, definitely feel free to let me know and I can help you to get started in that process. However, that's a whole nother orientation, a whole nother presentation. That's something that we can talk about on something separately. And so if that's something that you're interested in, definitely send me an email at info@coachabllc.com and just let me know that you are interested in possibly doing IBO work with Arise, and we'll talk from there. All right, so once again, you'll hit join a service partner. Once again, it says, do you want to work for someone else? Do you have a company code or FEIN for a service partner? So this is the one that you want to select. Next, it's going to ask you to confirm your social security number, and this is just for verification purposes. Your name will already be pre-filled, and so you want to make sure that your first and last name match what's on your social security card. If necessary, click the edit name button to make changes. Now, you will only have 2 chances to enter your social security number correctly. If the verification process fails, you will not be able to continue on the Arise network. Reasons for failing the social security verification includes if your social security number is less than 2 years old, or if you have recently changed your name after a marriage or divorce. Now, if you fail, or if you know that your name has changed or your name doesn't match your social security card, you can reach out to Arise first and ask them what steps you need to take before proceeding forward. Unfortunately, I will not be able to assist you in this process because this is a little bit deeper and it's a part of their actual verification process. And so I won't be able to assist you in changing your social security number. However, if you're having any issues, please feel free to reach out to me and then I can actually reach out to Arise on your behalf and then we can see where we need to go from there. However, once again, if you went through and it's saying that your social security number is invalid, things like that, definitely you will have to reach out to Arise and see what you will need to do in order to move forward. All right, so once you hit next, this is the most important part. When you hit next from that page, after you put in your social security number, you are going to go to this box right here that says service partner ID, and you're going to enter the numbers 1089732. Once again, this is going to connect you directly with my business Coach AB LLC. Now, it took me so many years, so much money to start a business. If you're interested in starting a business, definitely hit me up and let me know. But once again, joining under a service partner will save you a headache. You'll have so much time to easily join under Coach AB and immediately get these opportunities that you are searching for. So definitely make sure you put in that number 1089732. All right, and then once you come from that page, you should see this page here that says your request is pending, and you'll see service partner name Coach AB LLC. If you do not see the service partner name Coach AB LLC, please let me know. We definitely want to make sure that we get you under Coach AB LLC. Unfortunately, you cannot work under the Arise platform if you are not under a service partner or if you do not have your own business. So this is a necessity. It is very imperative that you get this part correct. So you definitely have to enter those number 1089732 in order to make sure that you get to the pending page. Now, this page is super important because this is how I'm going to get you approved within the system. And then for making sure that you're accurately signed up under Coach AB LLC, you will screenshot this page and you will send it to me in my email at andreabibb@coachABLLC.com or at info@coachABLLC.com. This is going to let me know that you got under Coach AB LLC and that you are ready to be approved. Now, if you do not hear back from me after 24 hours of you seeing this your request is pending page, please reach out to me and let me know that, send me another email if you already sent one, and I'll go ahead and get everything approved for you. So you will have to get your thing approved, and then once everything is approved, once everything is finalized, it's going to take you to this page where you're going to sign your documents. And so there's consent to do business electronically, master services agreement, your W-9, and a company waiver. So all of these documents you definitely want to make sure that you read, make sure that you agree, and make sure that you sign them in order to make sure that everything is good and we are all good to go. So once you sign with your documents, you are literally almost done. You will have to go to your last step. And so once you have signed all your documents, it's going to take you to a really blank page, and it's going to show you something where you'll see client supports at the top, client opportunities at the very top. What you want to do, you'll click on client opportunities, and then it's going to tell you that you need to take an assessment. So this is what's called a Harvard assessment, and basically it's just trying to see which companies or which clients they think that you would best work for. And so it's very simple assessment. I've taken the assessment. I've helped others take the assessments. Really all it is a little bit of grammar, and then there's going to be another part that's asking you to repeat whatever the lady is saying. Just when you're doing that part of the assessment, make sure that there's no background noise. Make sure that in this setting that you really are in a area that's quiet. Make sure you're in your own private little office. Make sure there's no extra noise going on because they will be listening to those things. And so just make sure once you get to that part of the assessment that you're somewhere that it is quiet, because that will make a huge difference on whether or not you get approved for this assessment. However, I don't want you to fear anything about that, because if you need any assistance with the Harvard assessment, definitely let me know. Most people don't need assistance. It's very easy. And Google is definitely your best friend. I'm just saying, if you need a little bit of help, ChatGPT is a very inexpensive tool. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you that there are resources that are out there available for you. And so definitely take that Harvard assessment. There's no need to worry. But if you would like to discuss the Harvard assessment a little bit before you get started, please feel free to reach out to me, because I want to help you to get started as soon as possible. All right, and then from there, it is time to apply for certification. You'll see all of the client opportunities that are available at that time. You'll be able to apply, get that background check done, get your certification done, and then you will be ready to start working from home. And now, I just really want to thank you all for sticking through this entire orientation. I know that it was a lot of information throughout this presentation. However, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at AndreaBibb@CoachABLLC.com or info@CoachABLLC.com. Now, for those of you that may be kind of questioning or kind of wondering if this opportunity is good for you, I just want to let you know that this is something that I've done. I've helped so many others to join. It's really nothing to be scared about. Probably the only scariest thing is really just paying taxes at the end of the year. And if you do, as I mentioned, just putting money aside and making sure that you're keeping your receipts, for maybe if you have to get a computer or keyboard or whatever you may have to buy that's for these opportunities, make sure you keep those receipts so you can write those off as tax deductions. It's really not that hard. Like I said, I've been doing it for pretty much over 5 years now, and it's honestly saved me a lot of money as compared to working as a W-2 employee. So I'm hoping that that kind of eases your mind a little bit. And then also, if you're someone who, you're spiritual and you just want to pray about the opportunity, definitely do so. I am a huge advocate for making sure that, you're feeling comfortable about this opportunity. There's nothing sketchy. Everything that I mentioned in this orientation, that's literally everything that's a part of this opportunity. I've also signed up for these opportunities before I even became an independent business owner. And so I've taken the certifications, I've done the work. And so I know exactly how it is and how you may be thinking or how you may be feeling in this moment. But I do want to reassure you that Coach AB is here for you, and Coach AB just wants the best for you. And ultimately, I want you to remember why you want to work from home in the first place. Just remember the ultimate goal and the reason why you feel that working from home is important. And whether that's just spending more time with your family while you're at home, or making extra money so that you can go on trips, or just having extra savings, paying off debt, whatever the case may be, remember the reason why you wanted to work from home in the first place, and kind of just keep that in mind when you're servicing these clients and working in these opportunities, because it really can change your life to see just how much money you can make from working from home. So I hope that eases your mind just a little bit. Once again, if you have any questions about anything, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm a very active IBO, and so if you ever need me for anything, you can always send me an email. I'm always going to respond the best that I can, as fast that I can. And so, yeah, that's it for this orientation. I hope to see you guys within the Rise platform soon. And if I did not mention already, for those of you that send me your screenshot of this page here saying that your request is pending, I will actually send you a $30 NIF gift card. Yes, a $30 NIF gift card that is free for you to use, whether or not you actually start servicing that same day or a month's worth or whatever. You don't actually have to start servicing in order to get that $30 NIF gift card. This is just a token from me to say that I appreciate you for taking a chance and joining under Coach AB LLC when there are so many other people that you probably could have joined under. But for joining under Coach AB LLC, I'm greatly appreciative. So once you screenshot this page, you can email it to me, and then that's also going to let me know that your request is pending, and that's a good opportunity for me to go ahead and approve your request. So that's it for this orientation. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Once again, please reach out to me if you have any questions, concerns, or anything, and y'all have a good one. Bye.